Hello people, today I will teach you how to make a basic stop motion animation. So for this we're gonna need the next materials. First, your phone. If you don't have a phone, you can go outside and steal one. Second, something to animate. Can be something you have in your room, like books or whatever you have in your room. So for this video I took this beer and also I went outside and take a stone from the ground. Number 3. The will to make real your idea. Number 4. Water and food. Believe me, you're gonna need it. And number 5. Patience. A lot of patience. Well, before we start, I have to tell you something important. A little theory you are gonna need. It's short, so while I am explaining this, you can go to Play Store or App Store and download the app called Stop Motion Studio. Well, the boring theory I want to explain you are the FPS. That means frames per second. The standard of animation are 24 FPS. That means 24 drawings or photos depending on the animation technique in 1 second. But you can establish the number of frames per second you want. We have animations with 10 FPS or even 30 FPS, and that make your animation more fluency or not. Also with this we can control the velocity, but in the app you are downloading, and whichever number of FPS you choose, it is wrong. Well, after this little explanation we can start to animate, can't we? The answer is yes and no. We have to know what we are going to animate. We need to have a plan so that you can write a script with a story or just test with objects. For this video I wrote a very short script about a rock being a rock, so I have found a lot of script tutorials if you want to see how to write a script. My script is the simplest thing I have ever seen, so it is not a good example of a script. But you can tell whatever you want, remember that the only limit is your imagination. After all of this, we can start animating. So I recommend you the next things. First, stay in a comfortable place. Second, look for a tripod. But if you don't have one, you can put a lot of books under your phone. Disclaimer, it's a dangerous way to animate because it could move and make your day worse when you realize the difficult work that's supposed putting everything how it was before it fucked up. Using books could make your animation even more underground, keep it in mind. Download the app is the third point, important point. You ignored me previously, but better don't do it now. I will repeat, download the app. Fourth, hydrate. It's important to drink water. 5. Put on some music because it is gonna be a very long journey across your patience and feeling, so enjoy the process. After all the stress, you're gonna feel truly satisfied with the result, but I am advancing. Before that, despair. After the recommendations, I'll pass to the app right now. In the application, we have here the option of new movie, and we will have here our space where we're going to put our objects. We have here this toy and this stone. So here we can put the frames per second. I will put it in 15 frames per second because I don't want to waste all my day doing a 30 frames per second animation. So 15. Well, what I want to do in this animation is to make these objects walk, and in this part they turn around and continue. So I want that they walk for 2 seconds, stay here 3 seconds and then continue till the end of the animation. So we can count, like if I want that he moved from here to here in 2 seconds, we're gonna need 30 frames because we put 15 frames per second. So 2 seconds will be 30 frames. Well, let's start. Then we can in this red button we can take the picture. And we will have here our pictures. So here we have the 2/2 frames. So we're going to take the second frame, and here we can change the opacity of the actual frame. So if we need to see what was the last position, we can use this option. So second frame. Picture. So I continue doing this for a while, so I could tell you what is the story about. It's about a toy and a stone that are walking, and when they cross, they look each other, and the toy is questioning, is that the stone moving? And the stone is questioning if it is a toy moving, and they say no and continue. This is important to make like simple stories when you're animating, and you can also experiment with objects, but I think that you need to tell something to us. So here from the animation, I will show you the wall animation. So after a while of moving the objects, I continue moving it. So in this part I take this frame, and I copy and paste for 2 seconds. And then I continue. As you can see here, it looks like a static image. And they continue moving. And here I take pictures of the frames. I don't copy and paste. You can see a little more of movement in the environment. So you decide what you want. So let's see the wall animation. Now you can put some music and edit the animation, and then you can share your creation with your friends. In this part of the video, out of all jokes and characters, I would like to tell you about the stop motion. So just look at the possibilities, the sensitive, the different styles. It looks like magic, like objects moving along. And we see beautiful stories like Guillermo del Toro Pinocho that makes the perfect contrast of what a stop motion animation is. We can see all of these toys with no life when they was making the movie, and as Pinocho they are not living things, but those things came to life when we see the movie, making us dream and showing us the magic of living, or the deepest magic in existence. I have a list of stop motion movies that makes me feel something, like Coraline, The Little Prince, Fantastic Mr. Fox, The Court's Bride, or Trollbots. And I love those movies, and I hope you make your own animations, your own movies or stories in your free time. Sometimes it's stressful, sometimes the things doesn't result as you want, but the magic of it is believe in yourself and love what you just do. Not everyone can say they dare to do an stop motion animation, so enjoy. It may be make you the best animator of all the times after seeing my video, and who knows.